Good morning, everybody. Rose Thorn here. Today I am doing a react video to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Road Trip. So it's early in the morning over here. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. And I checked Foodie's channel, and my goodness, she's been very, very busy this morning. She's out and about and doing a road trip. She went to Taco Bell, and I don't know where else she's going today, but she is dressed and ready, full face of makeup. Yeah, she's ready to go places today. Huh. I wonder what the motivation was. Could it be Natter? I think so. So she's on her road trip. She did a very brief live stream after the road trip live stream, and I looked at it. There's really nothing to cover, and she's on right now. I'm going to wait till after she finishes that live stream to see if there's anything react worthy, and then I'll react to that one. But she did this road trip live stream, so let's just go ahead and pull Miss Foodie up on the screen. And there she is. So I think another reason why she might be doing all these series of live streams is that people are really upset with her right now over the fact that she claims that she has the vid, but she's not at home where she should be quarantining. She keeps going out, going out, going out. Yesterday, she used the excuse of, I need supplies and I need cat food, and that's why I'm doing it. And she could have easily ordered stuff off of Amazon or through an app and gotten anything and everything she needed. But she tried to say, oh, I have to go out, so she went out. So here's the next day, and she's out and about for absolutely no reason. But she wants to talk to us in this live stream and tell us what's going on. And I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts. But before we get into that, let's get into my favorite part of her live streams, the comment section. Because the people always got stuff to say in the comment sections, and it's usually a lot of fun to cover it. So LMG says never-ending reruns and all this channel has become. Yes, that's true. It's absolutely true, ma'am. It's Groundhog Day every day, talking about the same stuff, doing the same things. There's never anything different, even though people on Foodie's channel have begged Foodie, literally begged her over and over again, please give us something new. Please give us something fresh, something we haven't been exposed to, something positive. And you would think someone that's got a 90K channel that wants that YouTube silver play button so bad that she would give something to her viewers to make more people sign up. But she expects that everyone that's on her channel to be content and happy with reruns and recycled content. Let's talk about Natter. Let's get on camera on the edibles and act the fool. Yeah, be happy with that day after day after day. Also, Chantal, I know your people come over to my channel and watch my videos, and this might filter back to you. Can I just say, from a reactor standpoint, listen, you want the reaction channels to cover you. You want that so much because when we cover you, that means more exposure for your channel. Listen, there's only so much we can do with what you got. If you keep giving us the same thing over and over again, there's only so much we can do to make it interesting. If you make it interesting once in a while, it does help out a lot. You know, because the same stuff over and over, it's boring. So can you switch it up once in a while? Can you do something different? I know you just got back from Cuba, but honestly, that whole Cuba trip was a wash because there wasn't a whole lot of variety there. But just something different beyond talking about Natter, spending time around Natter, eating a bunch of food in your car or at home, getting blazed on edibles. Can we have something different? And if you give us something different, thanks so much for that. So next comment, CFF says Montreal Bees. Dede probably kicked him out, so Big Beezy is going to have to rescue him. So yeah, the rumor going around is because of all the phone calls that Dede's work got because of everything going on YouTube, that Dede has lost her job. I don't know this to be true. I cannot confirm. It's just a rumor. Chantal pretty much doxed Dede, And I've heard there's some stuff on kiwi farms. But, even if Dede did lose her job, I mean, Chantal's got enough money to support 3 or 4 people. She already gives money to Natter. She supports Pete. So what's one more? Other replies to that is, let's see, Summerflower says, yes, something along those lines is going on. They will fight soon and she will rage and spill it all. Should be good. Well, I don't know what's going on with Dede and Natter, but he's seeing Chantal. Don't know what the relationship is between Dede and Natter. Friends, more than friends, don't know. Open relationship, have no idea. Nab says, you have every right to do what you want to do. So does everyone else. You broadcast your stupid behavior on YouTube and people will judge you. Accept that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If Chantal wants a private life, there's only one way to get it. Keep everything private. Don't put it on the internet. Don't come on YouTube on a public platform. Because once you put things on a public platform, then the public is free to comment. Whether it's positive, negative, neutral, they're free to comment. You put things in the public eye, then the public has something to say. Once you put something in the public eye, you really can't complain about what people say about what you're saying and what you're doing. So stop complaining over there, Chantal. You do this to yourself. You want a private life, but yet you can't keep anything to yourself. Return of the Mac says, so are you paying Dede's rent now that she's been sacked because of you? Got to make sure the members of his harem are safe and secure. Run Toto Run says, girl, I'm not a Foodie Beauty fan, but Dede was a fan that put herself in this train wreck. It's her own doggone fault for even contacting Natter and inserting yourself into this saga. You know what, Toto? I agree. I absolutely agree. From what I understand, Dede started off talking to Chantal. She was someone that, I guess she was a VIB or at least a subscriber on Chantal's channel. So she watched Chantal for a long time. And then she and Natter hooked up some way. I've heard that they were friends for 10 years. I'm not exactly clear about how that worked. So Dede started off on Foodie Beauty's channel, and then she got involved on Natter's channel. And she had to know what she was getting herself into. So if anything has happened to Dede, it is her own fault. She inserted herself, knowing all the controversy that Chantal surrounds herself with, knowing that she causes. She chose to insert herself. So the things that have happened since then, well, you shouldn't have stepped in the fire if you don't want to get burned. Let's see. Kim Adams says, your whole life does revolve around Natter. Supporting a known abuser of women is the most disgusting thing she's done yet. Well, it's at the top of the list. Near the top of the list, right alongside that, is using DV and essay to make money on her channel. And this is my opinion. I feel that she's also faking having the vid to get views and sympathy on her channel, and also to use a deflection point because people are probably still angry with her over the things she said in Cuba, and also the fact that she went to go see Natter in a motel room and she got caught. Whenever Chantal gets in trouble with her viewers, she will create a deflection point of some kind. If you guys that are on my channel, those of you who've been watching Foodie for a while, you remember all those ER visits that she used to do. She always did that when she got in trouble. So she stopped the ER visits, and now she'll use other things to deflect away from people being mad at her and to get their attention off of whatever it is they're angry at. Miss Power says, the thing people are failing to realize is Chantal loves that Natter is shifty, grimy, and gross, because that means she doesn't have to better herself in order to be with him. They can slum it up together. She loves a destruction and humiliation. She doesn't want a healthy adult relationship. She doesn't crave stability and security. Who needs that when you have a raging Oh, it got cut off. Doggone it. So I agree with what you're saying, Miss Powers. If Chantal had a man in her life that dressed well, had a decent job, had a clean house, she would have to adhere to the same standards. But even though Natter is who he is, she can slum it up, she can be gross, she can pick her nose, she can fart. He won't say a word, especially considering the fact that he's a sugar baby. If you got a sugar mama that's bankrolling you, what are you going to say about their behaviors? Not very much. His way of dealing with it is not living with her. Let her go live on her own and be gross on her own. He doesn't have to deal with it. But she picked Natter on purpose. She looked at him as, oh, he doesn't have much money and he needs money. I can give him money. And if I give him money, he'll put up with everything that is me. And I'm free to be as gross and disgusting as I want to be. It's not about love. It's the fact that she just wants to be gross, offensive, and disgusting. And she needs someone to put up with that. So she found Natter, and she knows no decent man will put up even half the things that she does or that she says. So, you scrape the bottom of the barrel, Chantal. You got to take what comes with that. Rune 231 says, Dear VIBs, thought y'all were going for a long drive and a walk. Lied to again, I see. Smarten up. I do see some of you are getting it. Well, I'm glad about that. If some of them are starting to wake all the way up over there, very good. Very, very good. I'm really glad to see that they're getting it. I'm glad that the woke coffee is being passed around over there. It's about freaking time. I mean, what does Chantal have to do on her channel to show people that she's scamming people, she's lying to people, she's telling a bunch of lies, and she keeps getting caught? I mean, what does she have to do? Foodie abuses her members. She abuses her paying members. She abuses them. The people over on Chantal's channel in her VIB chat, you guys may or may not realize this or think about it this way. You are involved in an abusive relationship with Foodie. She verbally abuses you. She tries to intimidate you. You're not allowed to say your opinions and your feelings if it goes against what she wants. If she gets mad at you on a whim, she will block and ban you. She calls you morons. Like, yeah, who's going to say something else? I'm going to block you. She's all about the intimidation. That's an abusive relationship. That's the definition of an abusive relationship. And yet some of you stay and then some of you go and come back. You're always coming back for more. You're always coming back for more. So think of it, this just popped into mind. Foodie goes to see Natter. He's not the nicest person. He uses her and so forth. And allegedly he's been abusive, which I don't believe. But she deals with all of him, and she says she's going to go away, but she keeps going back. So VIB's question, how is what you do with Chantal different than what she does with Natter? He's not a nice person and she keeps going back. She's not a nice person and you guys keep going back. Just think about that for a minute. Just let that rest in your head and think about that for a minute. Chantal's turtleneck says Chantal has spent her entire life trying to suppress any and all emotions. That's why this marble mouth drudge of society is so excited to her. The extreme abuse they hurl at each other is the first time she's felt anything that couldn't be canceled out by food and drugs. She keeps chasing that emotional high, and she doesn't know it yet. But if the saga ever ends, oh, it cuts off again. Well, doggone it. I hate when that happens. But Chantal has said that she loves the drama. She does. She loves drama. It's a high for her. And that's a constant in Chantal's life, her always chasing the high, always trying to catch the tail of the dragon. Y'all remember back to all those mukbangs she did? Y'all remember the ones where she would drive around at 3 o'clock in the morning, even when she was still with Bibi? She would get in her car and go drive to a fast food restaurant at 3 in the morning. I saw some of those live streams. And remember, I'm someone that I have a food problem in recovery. And maybe I saw something that a lot of people didn't see, because if you've been there, you know when you see it. If you haven't, then you won't know. But I would literally see her go to these fast food restaurants, all giddy and excited because she's doing something bad. She's doing something she's not supposed to be doing. She'd be all giddy and excited for the food. And then once she got the food and she ate it, just the instant disappointment on her face when she's sitting there eating the food, waiting for that endorphin rush in her brain, and it would not come. And why wouldn't it come? Because after a while, like it's just the high's not working anymore. So she would get frustrated and angry and start lashing out at people because she snuck off in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning, to get her rush, to get her fix. She would go to the place, get her fix, start consuming it, and she's waiting for that feeling of happiness from the endorphins and the chemicals in her brain, and wasn't getting it. And then she, later on, she went on to do the drugs. And so, she does drugs, and whatever drug it is, the purpose is to get high and to get that feeling of being high and to get that rush. But because her tolerance gets so high so quickly, after a while, whatever she does, it stops working and she has to switch to something else. So she's always bouncing around between different things, looking for that kick, looking for that rush, looking for the high. Because she's an extremist, after a while, the high just stops coming. She's always chasing that instant gratification. Bridget says she's getting ready for her big weekend with Nad. So predictable. Oh, yes, she is. She's getting ready for it. I mean, she's dressed and ready today. She might go see him today. It looks like she's ready. It's amazing how any contact with Natter, it gets her motivated. Isn't that funny? Miss Chantal over there, you mentioned the word Natter. She'll be motivated for anything revolving around Natter. But when it comes to cleaning her house or doing things for herself, she's not motivated. With Chantal, there's got to be some kind of reward at the end of her doing something in order for her to get up and actually do something. Let's see. No G Dude says, yesterday, I'll definitely only be out today. I just need cat food, you guys. I only slightly have the vid. Today, cough and wheeze. I'm going to Montreal for no reason at all. Not Natter, okay? Yeah, she got her supplies yesterday. So why do you need to be out today, Chantal? You can't even use the excuse of I got supplies and I ran out. No, you're fully intending to go out and see Natter and disappear. And you know you're going to catch hell for it, but you don't care. You absolutely don't care. And here's why she doesn't care, y'all. Because even if she lies to people, even if she ticks people off, there's no serious consequences for her actions. People might get mad at her, but the income on her channel stays the same. She's still making money. There's no nothing bad's going to happen to her. The most that will happen is people might get mad. She might lose some subscribers here and there, but she'll always get some back, and she'll always get back new VIPs. And that's why she feels free to do whatever it is she wants. Amy Davis says, why can't Pete help clean the house? The guy pretty much lives there for free because he's lazy. You would think somebody who lives in a house that somebody else is paying for and they're paying the bills would at least be decent and clean the place up halfway. He's there all day. He's got nothing to do. Why not gather up all the trash and take it out? Why not do the dishes? Why not vacuum? I mean, how much time does it take to clean a house? Like, take an hour out of your day and just do whatever you can in an hour and do something the next day and the next day. And that place would stay halfway decent. He doesn't work. He has no excuse. He could take an entire day and clean the place up and then just maintain it. But he's not doing that. He just wants to sit up in his room and do absolutely nothing. And both of them live in absolute disgusting filth. Grim Grinning Ghost says, how obvious can you be? Going to see Natter for sure. Yep. Number one fan says, when she rambles about anything other than Natter, it's because she's seeing Natter. Yep, if she doesn't, when she doesn't talk about him, she's seeing him. Miss Parker says, come on, Natter, make Chantal mad. Tick her off or something. We need a good rage. Yeah, the rages are always fun. They're always fun. We always look forward to those here on the reaction side. And it's really sad that her content is so bad anymore. It's so boring. It's so monotonous that the rages are where we get happy over here. She could do a lot of other content, a lot of other great content, but because she does the same thing over and over, we literally wait for her to get mad because then it might be spicy and interesting and worth covering. Let's see, next. Let's see. Spider Rico says, don't forget Natter's coffee. Helen Gray says, Natter is in the car as we speak. Her side glances tell it all. Oh, really? Huh. Have to check that out when I react to it. Let's see. Joanne Smith says, are you going to film when you're both arrested for breaking your no contact order? Well, here's something, Joanne. I don't think there's a no contact order for Chantal. If there is one, big if, it's just for him. Like I said, I honestly don't think there is one. And that's why he feels free to see Chantal, because there's nothing in place. It was all a deep fake. But let's see. Next one. Let's see. Marie Chobe says, Natter living in a motel now. Yep. You know, Chantal wouldn't have it any other way. She's been dying to get Natter away from Dede. Dying to get him away from her. And Chantal can pay for a motel. Yes, she can. She can pay for a room, and it probably tickles her pink if she does have him, you know, stashed away in a motel. Probably tickles her pink that now she's got full access to Natter. Thing is, if he does stay in a motel and he dares to live stream out of that room, we're going to know, because we know the difference between a motel room and Dede's house. So if he does the next few live streams in a different location, we'll know why. You know, we're going to pick up on clues here and there. Let's see. Let's see. Looking for a good comment. Lemon says, it's funny you think Natter is such a prize. How embarrassing. You know, I honestly think that Chantal, she is fixated on Natter because she's under the impression that that's the best she can get. And you know what? She's halfway right. I mean, what decent guy would take Chantal with the way she behaves, with the things she's done on YouTube? You know, that's why she won't let him go, because if there were other choices, if there were better choices, if there were decent guys running after Chantal, do you think she'd be with Natter? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if a guy stepped forward and he was a decent guy and said, I've got money, I've got a car, I've got a job, Chantal might take him up on his offer, but no decent guy is going to want to be around Chantal. She's just entirely too much of everything bad. So I don't want to spend too much time on the comments. We're already 24 minutes in. So let's get to.
Well, there we go. That's better. Better keep this handy. Hi, Chair, Wanderlust, Beast Trigger. You guys think my whole life revolves around Natter? It doesn't. Hold on a sec. I want to see in the light. So, hello, Jojo, Rebecca, Zombie Queen. Hi. Hello, pick me. Tell me my fortune. Plain cheeseburgers. Oh my god, I didn't see you. Easy peasy. Oh my god, there's so many of you I missed. Amanda, damn it, Amber. That starfish emoji never gets old, does it? Just want to be. Good morning. Alright, let's go get us friggin' coffee. I was thinking I was gonna go to Orange Julep because I've been craving it, but now I'm like, I don't know if I really feel like driving all the way to Montreal. So, hi Kelsey. Hi Hexy. Okay, everybody, I'm just gonna go.
So earlier she did a brief video where she went to Taco Bell. And she got Taco Bell for breakfast, lunch. So that's more people that Chantal is exposing to maybe getting the vid from her. So yesterday it was Starbucks, now it's Taco Bell. Chantal, do you realize that people that work in fast food restaurants, obviously if they're working there, they're not making very much. But you're running around to all these fast food restaurants and possibly exposing people to what you got. That is so rude. And it's so unnecessary. You can order in. Yesterday was all about allegedly getting supplies. Today is just for no reason at all other than you can get in your car and go somewhere.
Get something caffeinated. And then we're gonna go on a road trip, but you guys are gonna pick, but like within reason there. I'm thinking like, okay, Orange Julep, but then like also like, what about if we just go? Remember, I used to go to that place for those long walks with the hill. I kind of want to see if I can do the hill. Now that I've been,
So Natter went to the Orange Julep yesterday, and suddenly she's got to go today. Huh?
Walking more. Maybe I can do the hill. I don't know. Anyway, I've been going to bed really early because since Cuba, my biological clock, I swear, you just like get tired at night there. The sun's coming up. You can start smelling the ocean and feel the humidity.
Since when has she cared about the ocean? She was just in Cuba. How often did she go to the beach and just sit there and relax? She spent most of the time in her room or at the cafeteria.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah. So now I've just been going to bed, but I have been relying on the edibles to help me sleep, I guess. So I really, really want to get off the edibles. Like, so
You can save it, Chantal. You were in Cuba when you couldn't take edibles there, and you kept promising everybody, I'm not going to do edibles anymore. Well, it didn't take you any time at all. That when you got back, you were right back on the edibles and doing live streams where you're completely blotted out of your mind. So obviously, whatever it is you're doing edible wise, you're doing far too much again. You just said, oh, I just took a little bit, ma'am. A little bit is like 20, 30 milligrams, and it will not affect you that way. I have a male friend that he suffers from severe migraines, and the most he'll take in a day is 60 milligrams, 20 to 30 milligrams during the morning, and maybe another 30 at night. That's a lot for him. And you're over there taking hundreds and hundreds of milligrams for no reason other than the fact you want to feel stoned. Scale it back if you're only doing a little bit, because even with your little bit is entirely too much.
I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna try tonight not to take any. Or maybe I should do like one more night and then like wean. I don't know what to do. I need to call that friggin' place back. Like, I don't need nearly as much, which is really good. But I still don't like how like the brain fog and like the next day you just feel kind of dumb. Like I can't explain it. So I just You know what I mean? I just want to get back on antidepressants, like proper medication. You know?
How long has it been since you took your proper medication, Chantal? You're supposed to be on blood thinners. When's the last time you took your blood thinners? You're supposed to be on antidepressants, ma'am. Do you realize that in order for antidepressants to work, you have to take them faithfully every day without stopping? I don't take antidepressants, but I've heard from other people who do that in order for them to correctly work, you got to take them every day, and it sometimes takes a while for them to kick into your system. It's not an immediate thing. But you don't take antidepressants and you're not on your blood thinners because you're using the green and whatever else to medicate. You're using other stuff that you don't need to medicate because you want to be stoned.
So those are things, yes, I need to follow up with ASAP. So I'm gonna get this little road trip out of the way. It's gonna boost my mood. Because it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Like it's gonna be like perfect weather, 12 degrees. It's kind of cool for some people who think that's really cold. I don't know what 12 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit, but I'm sure it's cold for you guys. Probably would hate it. Cuba was constantly 29, in the high point of the day, 30, like constant, consistent, beautiful fucking weather every day. And the humidity, like you don't feel it as much as bad because you are there's always the wind from the ocean, you know, that nice breeze. I'm gonna try something different today. I want to try something ice. We're getting into the ice drinks territory now. Hi guys. The Aylmer Marina. I did go there once with BB. It was pretty nice, I guess. Like honestly, today I found one of my earrings that I like, but I only found one. And then I had another. You know what I mean? Anyway, my piercing today. When I woke up to clean it, let me get some hand sanitizer. I look like an older lady. I know. You know that freaking cat lady meme, or I don't know. Anyway, I went like this with the Q-tip and the saline. Like I sprayed it with saline solution cleaner. Then I sprayed a Q-tip with saline solution, and then I went around the piercing and like big chunks of like fucking pus, like pus.
Well, you know what? She said this yesterday that when she cleaned it, that it was pussy and scabby. So this keeps happening, Chantal. That tells me that it's infected or it's not healing right. You might want to take that out. And by the way, the stick-on gem thing by your mouth, I'm not being catty here. I'm just expressing my opinion. It doesn't look good. It looks like something stuck to your face that don't belong there.
And blood secretions came off. It was so satisfying. It always feels so good after I clean it too. So my clothes never match. I know. I like it that way. You know, really, Kelsey, it did the same thing. You have to take really, really, really good care of it, and you have to be careful. So I'm just gonna hope it goes, like it stops being infected at some point. Like the area doesn't look all red and gross. It's just the secretions. I hate that word. It's not healing properly. It'll get. I think I can get it back on track. I'm not gonna give up on it. You know. I don't know. What? I'm not just gonna take it out right away. Are you guys like that? Some people freak out and just take their piercings out right away if they get infected. Because it is a possibility you get a piercing, it can get infected, but you just try to heal it. If it continually gives you problems, yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's giving you problems because you cleaned it before. It was pussy, it was scabby, and it's still pussy and scabby. That's not a good sign. It's obviously there's been no improvement. It's just staying the same.
I think it's kind of normal. Hi, Rosemary. Where am I going? Well, I'm gonna get. Okay, I want to try an iced drink. I was looking up iced drinks. Smoky eye makeup today. Hi, Kaylee. Brown sugar oat milk shaken. It is really good, Flavera. It will just never heal. Really? I'm gonna give it a little bit of time because you don't like the Monroe gem. Is it too big?
It is too big. That's that I guess push on gem. It's too big. It's way too big. It doesn't even look like a dimple or anything or beauty mark. It just looks like a big piece of something stuck to her face.
It is big, eh? Maybe the bigger the better. Iced peach green tea. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember. But I was gonna say I want to go back to a zoo. I want to go back to Park Omega at some point. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, that's good. Actually, my glasses look fogged. So. All right. Is that? Um, I am getting over being sick. Yeah.
You're getting over it, but you're not over it. And until you're completely over it, you can still spread it to people. Hence why you shouldn't be out in public.
It's an ear visit. Chicken toast for begging. Thank you, Alana. I actually took the time to get ready. I actually was up at like 5:30 today, and I did laundry because I went to bed like last night at like what 10, like 11. So it was like I did laundry. Um, no, it's 5 days quarantine. I mean, I don't really have any symptoms anymore other than like the lingering cough here and there. So that's that. Is it Saturday or Friday today? Looking up Starbucks drinks like it just tastes like a milky iced tea. Flop Arrow, why do you ask stupid questions? Why would I not support bottoms? Like, what do you mean, like top and bottom? Like, I don't understand what your question is.
Yes, she does.
Address it. Did you, Karen? Any? Because I have to steep the tea. Can I put Sabi on? Are we gonna go for a drive now? I want to go for a walk.
All this motivation, all this motivation to suddenly do laundry and go for a walk and be out in nature. I wonder what's motivating her, y'all, because she doesn't motivate herself this way. You know, you know what she's doing? Oh, Chantal, I know what you're doing. You're buttering people up because you know you're going to go see Natter and you're going to be in trouble the moment you come back. So let's just butter everybody up and be nice to them right before you get into trouble because you know it's coming.
Go to the Oratoire Saint Joseph in Montreal. Qui bébé Jésus. Used to hate making teas when you were. You probably fucking like. Oh God, this person was on Instagram looking at Right, Pretty? Whenever you worked at Starbucks, Pretty Phoenix, did you used to get annoying? Goes, please don't make Jesus jokes. What? Are you kidding? Let's go. Classy parts of Montreal instead of the slummy FFG. Doesn't FFG live in the Orange Julep area? I don't even know what.
So Basic says, let's go to the classy parts of Montreal instead of trashy FFG suburbs. You know, all of you VIBs that are saying shit like that, you really have a lot of nerve, considering that the person that you're watching right now, you've seen the condition of her house. And you have the nerve to say anybody lives in a trashy area. Really? Chantal is someone that she used to run over to Gatineau to a trap house. And her house is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's so putrid. She's got pots in her house with moldy, whatever the heck it is, in the pots. Boxes everywhere, trash everywhere. It's disgusting and filthy. And yet you guys feel that you can look down your nose at anybody else? Those places that you call trashy suburbs, I'm sure those people living in those suburbs have houses that are way cleaner and nicer than Chantal's.
Would be considered slummy in Montreal. I mean, Montreal, like downtown, is. Okay, I'm gonna go to that. I want to go to that mountain. Oh, really? She said no to the makeover. Okay.
Whoa. Wow. Lynn, did you just say that? Wow. Y'all see her comment? Let's go the M word FFG. Y'all see that? Are you serious right now, Lynn? How could you suggest such a thing? That is horrible. That is horrible. That is horrible. How dare you? That's too much. That's way, way too much, Lynn. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You don't say that about somebody. You don't say that. Even with all the stuff that Chantal does and all those reaction channels, we don't make comments like that about Chantal. You shouldn't say that about FFG. How dare you? Wash your mouth out. How dare you?
I need a fucking snack. What can we have pre-walk? What can we get before I go on my walk to eat? Oh, my stomach. We need groceries too. Why is my life a disaster? I don't even know. I can't tell you. Anyways. I miss Cuba. Look at this. Life and taxes. That's my life. Taxes. Alright, get the chat now.
I'm just still blown away that somebody in her VIB chat actually said that. I know the VIBs don't like FFG, but it's completely out of line and completely out of pocket for anyone to say something like that to unalive FFG. Are you freaking serious? Are you serious right now? We on the reaction channels, we don't sit there and say that for anybody to unalive Chantal, but for you VIBs to say that, that's too much. That's way, way too much. You've gone too far.
Yeah, I just have like a residual, like, crappy cough. I mean, I always had like that phlegmy cough. Just lingers. Yeah. Jamaican meat patty, please. bees. Where you can get burgers 24/7. Ketchup and mustard and relish. Why is relish always a problem? Why is relish and go for a long walk, and then um, it can lead to like other things, right? Like I was really scared, like pneumonia, and I've had a pneumonia shot, but I don't think it's for life. I think it's only 10 years, but I'm not sure. But um, like the second day, I started really having trouble breathing.
Wild Blue says she's wanting an excuse to go to Montreal. I'm interested to see if she stays online the whole time. My guess is no. No, she's not going to stay online the whole time. You know what she's doing right now? She's logging in a bunch of lives because she's going to disappear later. So she wants to be able to make her money before she goes to see Natter, have a few live streams on her channel, making her money for her while she's away. Yeah, she's getting her work done early so she can spend time around him.
Like the second day was the only time I had a lot of trouble breathing, and I was like, at one point I was like, oh my god, am I gonna have to call an ambulance? Not being able to breathe. Like I can't imagine like the people who first got it before, like when the quarantine was like 2 weeks and like there was no vaccine and people were getting sick, and it was like I would probably be dead, like honestly. Like just how bad, just even that one day of like breathing and that was really scary. So other than that, and the loss of taste, which I can't complain. Like I still have loss of taste. Like certain things, like that pistachio ice cream, I didn't even taste it because it was so mild tasting. So like, in order for me to really taste something, it has to be a strong enough flavor of something. You know
Sure.
what I mean? So
You know, guys, I got to cut it off here because beyond this point, Chantal's going to be playing music and I don't want copyright claims or problems with YouTube. So I'm going to cut it off here. Chantal's currently on a live. I'm going to go see what's going on with that. See if she's going to finish up early enough so I can cover it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks so much for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.